Revenge promises clarity, but gives only chaos. Sasuke believed vengeance would heal him. Instead, it hollowed him. What happens when the very purpose that fuels you begins to consume you?
Like me, you may be one of the few who can use Mangekyo Sharingan. But there is a catch. Take the life of your best friend. You must kill him.
Sasuke Uchiha, a genius not born of ambition, but of grief. He wasn't shaped by dreams. He was forged by nightmares. The massacre didn't just kill his family, it killed everything that could have saved him. What remained was brilliance, buried under hatred. And hatred has one rule: it never dies alone. I sometimes wonder when it began. The day he watched his brother walk away? Or the moment he realized that no amount of training would erase that night? You see, every story of self-destruction begins with a memory that refuses to fade. For Sasuke, it was blood on the floor, a smile that lied, a promise that his eyes could never unsee. From that moment on, he didn't live to grow, he lived to avenge. And every time he breathed, it was just another step closer to the boy he once swore to kill. That's how obsession starts, quietly, like a whisper that becomes a command. Pain changes people. It doesn't just make them stronger, it reshapes them. Sasuke's pain became his compass. Every friend was a distraction, every emotion a weakness. He walked away from warmth to embrace the cold arms of Orochimaru, not because he wanted power, but because pain told him it was the only way to survive. Orochimaru didn't corrupt him. He only reflected what Sasuke already was, a child who mistook revenge for meaning. When Sasuke finally stood over Itachi's body, the silence that followed was deafening. No joy, no peace, just emptiness so vast that even his hatred fell through it. Because revenge doesn't end pain, it only multiplies it. And when your purpose dies, you realize you've been digging your own grave all along. Sasuke was a genius, but genius is a curse when your heart is broken. His mind, sharp as a blade, turned inward. He could predict his enemies, but not his loneliness. Outsmart the world, but not his emptiness. Every plan, every battle, every drop of blood brought him closer to something he couldn't name. The truth is, Sasuke didn't become heartless. He became haunted. He became a ghost chasing ghosts. A man who destroyed everything that could have loved him, just to prove he wasn't weak. And in that pursuit, the genius vanished. What remained was a shadow pretending to have a purpose. A soul too tired to feel, but too proud to stop. Sasuke's story isn't about revenge. It's about what revenge does to the human soul. It gives you something to live for, until it takes everything worth living for. It makes you feel powerful, until you realize you've become your own executioner. And when the hate runs out, when your enemies are gone, you're left with silence. A silence that asks, who are you, now that your pain has no target? That's when you see the truth. Revenge isn't strength. It's surrender, dressed as control. Sasuke didn't just lose his brother. He lost himself trying to destroy him. He thought vengeance would fill the void, but it only widened it. And that's the tragedy of obsession. It convinces you that your scars are sacred, that pain is purpose, that hate is home. But when the fire dies, you're left with nothing but ashes. Revenge is the art of burning your own soul, to light a fire no one will ever see. This is False Genius. Subscribe for more insights and embrace the shadows.